Yeah. Kevin, you're a genius. You're a genius, Kevin. I didn't even see the red light. Man, I need you sitting by me. Because over there, everything was green. Cheers, Kevin. Like you, you're great. Going to back that up. Blaze, 220. Good to see you again for another one, Stevie. Likewise, Blaze. What I said there, moving my lips with nothing coming out, was simply, Blaze, I like where you're coming from. I like the things you bring. You're becoming a big part of this show, just like Kevin. The topics that you bring and the themes that you both are bringing as well. Brilliant, brilliant. Always top draw. Can't get enough of it, so stick with it. But I'm saying I've got a little bit of love for Portugal tonight and a little bit of love for Croatia. I'm going to bring up the lineups straight away. Take a look at your lineups right now on your screen. What do you think about that? Oh yes, take a look at that. The lineups. The lineups. I haven't gone mute, I'm just checking something, guys. Give me a second. The lineups, though. There we go, something we didn't send over, but the lineups, looking at it. Dominic Livakovic in net tonight for Croatia is going to be very busy. They've got some real talent and experience in Croatia. You know they have. They're going to be the elder statesmen in many places compared to Portugal. But Josip Stanisic, Marin Pongracic, Josip Šutalo, Mateo Kovacic. You all know Mateo Kovacic. I don't need to say much about him. The captain as well, Luka Modric. I'm sure some of you have heard about him before. Ante Budimir, Nikola Vlasic. I'm sure you've heard about him too. The next guy too, Ivan Perisic, Martin Baturina and Peter Sucic. Top line team. Very, very composed, very experienced. Won't panic. Maybe they'll let Portugal push the issue, but in goal for Portugal, Diogo Costa. Reliable Diogo Costa in net. Then you've got Cancelo, number 20. Diaz. Viega. And the side name Kendes. You've also got Neves, number 15. And Vitania. Bruno Fernandes. Who doesn't know Bruno Fernandes? He needs to have an outstanding competition. He thinks he's an outstanding player in the EPL because of assists. Let's see that happen at the World Cup, yeah? Leao is also there, number 17. Neto. And obviously the man himself, CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Absolutely. Lovely to see him at the World Cup. Taking that off the screen right now. Coming back to you. 2 seconds, guys. And here we go, back on screen. Like I say, a little bit of love for Croatia. That's the Croatian badge just there. And here's Portugal's badge just here. Now, who can guess what number I've got on the back of this shirt and what the name is? And you might have a trouble getting there. But what name is on the back of this shirt and what number? As we go through, I'm going to keep asking that. See who can get it. Because if you can get it, well, let's just say we got something prepared. Kevin, no worries, Steve. Hope you are well. I am well. Obviously, the microphone is taking the piss out of me continually, but I am well. I am so well. Blaze not even sure who to root for. Not gonna lie, you know. This is me as well. I've got Croatia in front of me. I'm wearing Portugal. I got to be honest with you, Blaze. I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm rooting for a brilliant game. I think this is going to be a top draw match. I really do. I really do. Leonardo Baraviera is in the house. Leo, how you feeling? How you feeling? Hey, Stevie. Hey, Leo. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm like saying, I'm not rooting for any team, although I am like a half partial brother to Brazil wearing this shirt, right? I mean, let's face it. Portugal, Brazil, cousins pretty much, right? Yeah. But Croatian love down there too. So we've got it. But I'm looking literally for a nice evening, a nice afternoon, a nice early morning, wherever you are in the world. Leonardo says, I will support Portugal. See, there's Brazilians coming through, as you know they would, supporting Brazil. They know their history. They support Brazil. And it started a long, long time ago, many hundreds of years ago. You know your history. Vasco da Gama and the rest of the crew. All sorts of people in there. Yeah. Milky Moose Celtic. Milky, how you doing? Hola, muchachos. Hola, mi amigo. ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenidos. Tu partido es muy importante. Portugal y Croatia. I could go on and on and on. I should stop. I really should stop. Kevin, the only teams I'm rooting for is the teams I've put a bet on for the final fixture. Yeah. Now, come on, share. Share with us, Kev. Who have you got for the final fixture? I'm interested. I'm saying I'm looking at either Spain or France getting there. I'm looking at possibly, if they could ever shake their asses up, England or Mexico, Argentina as well. So there's 5 teams there that could possibly keep moving. But England were quite dour in that last match, apart from when Harry Kane came through and saved the day again. Do you remember that? Yeah, all England does. Okay, one more time. We're going to put you in there. Now we can bring you up. Okay, for some reason, you don't want to play nicely. That's okay. I can tickle it, and we can go where we like. Looking at the chat there. Don't need you in there. Just a second, guys. I'm just checking something. Just coming on my monitors right now. Another game I'm looking forward to is Cape Verde, Argentina. I would love the absolute David and Goliath. I would love the absolute upset there. That would just be too much. I would love that. Really would love it. But looking at this match tonight, okay, you want to play funny buggers, all of you. Get up on the damn screen, behave your bloody self, and do as you're damn told. There you go. We're back in action. You sometimes got to talk to the TV kindly and it'll work for you. Pulling up the TV screen so we're all right in line. Portugal, Croatia battle coming up. Got you there, got you there, got you there. Lovely. That's all set up nicely. Cool. Coming into the TSN feed. Make sure we got no sound. There's Cristiano. CR7, getting ready for it. I'd say it's going to be an interesting match. There's a lot of talent throughout that Portuguese side. More pace. This guy, the coach, started off big time with Wigan Athletic in England many years ago. As a coach, did great. Did great. I believe he even won the FA Cup for them as well. We're going through the team, big smiles. And again, Portuguese singing the anthem. England players, you might want to open your freaking mouths. Where are you from? Sing for your country. Look at Portugal. Singing for it. Singing for it. Looking up to God. La gloria es para Dios. That's what they're singing, but they're not saying it. It's Portuguese. And they're all going to remember Jota. Emotional. They're playing for him. Yeah. They want to win the World Cup for him. Will they get there? Look at the field. Look at that view. Absolutely gorgeous, yeah? BMO Field, that's the ball. Look there. That is the ball. The host city of BMO Field is right there in the studio, coming across the Croatian flag. And we're going to give it some volume. We can get away with this because no one's speaking, the game's not running, and it's just noise. But there's the national anthem of Croatia. Big turnout in the crowd. Real big turnout. Like I say, Roberto Martinez, Portugal coach, made his name bread and butter under Dave Whelan at Wigan Athletic many years ago. And Dave Whelan actually said that Martinez was good enough to be a top international coach and a coach at any big international team. Cut that one out. Don't want anybody talking so we don't get a listing or a slapping. Are all the seats sold for this match? I see a lot of red seats on the sides. Is that people wearing red shirts, or is that indeed red seats that are available? Portugal now welcoming Croatia. Hand slapping. This is where I think it looks a little bit strange and dystopian and weird. Why do you need all the other substitutes on there for the hand clapping? Do your anthem, fine. But why don't you just do the anthem, get back on the bench, and keep moving? What's all this continual high-fiving for? Yeah, it's all to present you with such a lovely passive show where you all literally toe the line and do as you're told. But really. Okay, referees tonight, it's an all-Norwegian team. You're looking at the big giant in the middle. That's Jan Erik Engen. Jan Erik Engen. Normally, I'd tell you this, Norway, refereeing, officialising, it goes by without any real drama. I think that's what we see here tonight. I think we've got a decent team on. Prove me wrong, Engen, but I've got my faith in you, sir. I've got my faith in you. I think you're going to do a decent job, no doubt about it. So they're getting ready. I'm going to drop these guys down low. There we go. Going to bring the studio back up, which will darken me down lovely. Thank you very much. Let's get it back to size. There we go. We're in the house. We're in the house. Croatia, Portugal. We got it all lined up. Things are good. Things are ready. And sometimes at the beginning of things, there's a lot of jogging and jigging around you got to do. Chris Cavlin. G'day, Stevie and co. G'day, Chris. G'day, Chris. Milky Moo. Hello, Chris. Chris Cavlin. Hey, Milky. Okay, guys, we're in for this one. Kevin. Spain-Mexico final. Hey, I tell you, that's not a bad bet. I think England midweek, when they come and take on Mexico at the Azteca, I can see an England win, but I can see an England loss more so. It's going to be physical, not physical battle. It's going to be a physical assessment of their fitness. Can they stick with the Mexicans at altitude? I'd say, Chris Cavlin, what's the prediction on this match? Prediction for me, basically, is that I think that Portugal has enough in the tank, thinking-wise, ball skill, tactically, and they've been there enough times to know how to get past big teams. And also, I'll drop this bombshell on everybody watching right now. Croatia's never beaten Portugal in 7 attempts. Nope. I'll be ringing off the scores and telling you more. But I'm saying, for my money, it could go long. But I don't know that Croatia has the legs that Portugal has. They've certainly got the playmaking ability in Modric, but can he get around the pitch like he has done in years gone by? He's slowly slowing down. The man is getting older. Just saying, there's the Croatian coach on your plates right now, Dalic. He's done wonders for this team. 51% win record. If you think it was higher, it's not. It's only 51% win record for Croatia. So going back to what I'm saying for the prediction of the match, Chris, I'm seeing it's going to go Portugal's way. I don't expect it to go to penalties. I really don't. And I think that we'll have a decision within 90 minutes going Portugal's way. Scoreline. It could be the 1-0. It could be 2-0 to 2-1. I don't see a goal fest. And if it goes upside down on Croatia, then it's going to look very much like the match a couple of weeks ago where England took out Croatia 4-2. That's what I'm saying. So I'm looking for the 1 to 2-0. Ronnie and the crew are up for it. I think there's enough on the bench to come in off the bench to add more things to Portugal as the game goes on. I'm not writing Croatia off. Game's live. We're into it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Remember, like, subscribe, join the club, get in the family, and remember, we go all the way to the final. Then after this, we go back to Wrexham matches live. And we're going to incorporate more European matches this coming season, watch-alongs. So keep your listings ready. Number 14, Perisic. Who doesn't know this guy, hey? Who doesn't know Perisic? Fantastic player for Croatia. Fantastic footballing career. And he's kept his body lean, mean as a fighting machine for Croatia for so long. True professional. Little Modric is hidden in the middle. It's such a little figure at the moment. Milky Moo Celtic's laughing his face off. Let's go back to the chat. I'll catch up with you guys. Milky Moo, you don't see Luka Modric getting older. Wait a minute. Wait, I'm backing up. I'm way below. Chris Cavlin, prediction. I gave you the predictions. Leonardo, my opinion, 2-1 Portugal. Yeah. 2-1, 2-0. If the 1-0 is all it takes, then fine. But I think that you got to say Portugal really does have the edge on this one. It's up to them to bring the performance, yeah? Nice tight defence by Croatia. That's exactly what you're expecting to see. They're not going to rush the move. Nice first touch. Can go over the top or can go down the line. Should go down the line. Doesn't choose to. Comes back inside. Ball possession tonight for Croatia is what you're going to see. You know Croatia. You know they love to, as the Germans say, beherrscht den Ball. They love to caress the ball and keep the ball. Yeah? Why do I bring German sayings into an English-speaking channel? Simply because years ago when I was raised in the football world, football was played in a different way, and the Germans led that way many ways, especially tactics. Now, everybody seems to line up the same way. It's pretty dull. It's down to talent, isn't it? It always was. It always was. Leonardo says, but I wouldn't mind some penalties. There you go. Okay, so penalties for your cousins. They won't be happy with that. They want to get this in 90 minutes. But Portugal fans do not want to go to extra time or penalties. They want to keep it within 90 to keep the energy levels down and take care of business quickly. Nice searching ball. Beautiful searching ball by Croatia on the edge of the box. Perisic picks his shot coming in, and a dull little shot. Budimir not really getting on top of it. Scuffs the shot, but a nice positional sense and a nice little warning down the left side, just inside the box. But Portugal coming out wearing white tonight. Not traditional. They could have wore the traditional outfit, but they chose not to. They're wearing this blue, white, greeny colour, like an aqua colour. And who in your mind has the best shirts at the World Cup? Which team have you been impressed with the best shirts as a World Cup team? Kevin says, I think we're in for a long night with this match all the way to pens. Okay, so there's 2 guys, 1 in pens. We'll see where we go. It's going to be a marathon then, is what you're saying. And that's not what Portugal want. They want to get this done in 90. Ball through the middle. Oh, come on, put it in. Why would you side foot such an opportunity? Put your laces through it. I can't understand putting a side foot on net in that position. Really, I cannot. I think if you lace it, i.e. put your laces through, you're fine. Linesman's having a wank fest. What's going on? Nice plays by Livakovic, but why are they side-footing a chance like that? Craziness. Should be 1-0 already. You don't need to side foot from there. Just lash it on net. If you miss, you miss. But at least you give some power to it. You take all the time to get in that position. You have to execute. But Portugal already showing their intent is to stay up high in the final third. Do the attacking, get that early goal and start to defend. Take 15, get another goal, seal it done. Ronnie comes on for a little cameo on the ball, gets it back, passes it back, little flick. He's got to do something. He's open for the pass, No, that's way too long. Searching, he's letting it go. Well done, Livakovic. Or Livakovic, whichever way you like it. I've always been impressed with him as a goalkeeper. Always been impressed. He's always there where he needs to be. He's clean in his keeping. His positional sense is top drawer. And there we have the crazy, silly camera again, that ref camera. My goodness gracious me. Horrible bloody thing. You don't see Luka Modric getting older. Get up close, you will. Free kick? No free kick. Yes, it is a free kick. It is a free kick. But yeah, Kev, I think we might be in for a long night, fella. We might well be. Well, chat is filling up. Lovely to see. Let me carry on. I've got to be soft touch on this. Chat is filling up. Welcoming everybody. 5 minutes 46 gone right now. You don't see Modric getting older. I love that one, Milky. I love that one. Leonardo says, the more World Cup, the better. Yes. The more World Cup, the better. This World Cup on the field has been great so far. I don't think we can really complain. Ball on the far side. Oh, I tell you, well defended. It's up in the air. Well done, Livakovic. Out to the crowd. Safety first. That's what I love about a keeper. Safety first. He's more in the mould of an old-style keeper, the way he goes down and saves with his hands, not his feet. He's an old-style looking goalkeeper. He gets my nod of approval every time. Simple. Just put it out of danger. Simple. Keep it simple. Don't try and parry it back into the play. Will Bruno Fernandes stand up today? Leonardo says, even if it messes the hearts and brains of my potential rivals. Short corner coming in. Dilly Dallies puts the cross into the back post. Oh, I tell you, CR7 rises up. Volley coming in, going over. Cancelo has a touch on the ball, but it's way off mark. And CR7 just can't get high enough. And he can jump. There's your Croatian brothers and sisters in the crowd. Portugal. The old and the young in the crowd. Does seem like there's a few empty seats in there, but not too bad. Not too bad. Places, I think, 1-1 at 90 minutes, no goals in extra time. Then it could honestly go either way on penalties. Interesting. You're all wanting penalties. This is lovely. I mean, you know what I think. You know how I feel about that, don't you? The more football, the better. Give me extra time, give me the penalties, and I don't mind penalties. I really don't. I enjoy them. Because I look at the players coming in, and I analyse the player coming in, and I look at his body language, number one. I look at the nerves and the fright on their face, number two, and I can start clicking in who's going to score and who's not going to score. And I'll tell you that, 9 times out of 10, the guy who looks shit scared is missing. Coming to the far side, that's a searching ball. It won't. Oh, it will make it. The bounce beats the defence. Can they use the opportunity? Man overboard. Crossing. Oh, I tell you, close on. Very close. Neves can't believe it doesn't get there. Or is it that Ronaldo hit the deck and he's like, oh my God, Ronnie's down. Is he okay? Is Ronnie fine? Oh, Ronnie, are you okay? I'm okay. He doesn't get the right timing on the jump. He jumps too early. Watch Ronnie coming in early. It's behind him. He's got a big head, but he's not getting that one. But unfortunately, it doesn't curl into the post. Ronnie's okay. Ronnie's okay. If he's yakking, he's okay. But 1-1 Blaze, 90 minutes. No goals in extra time. Then it could honestly go either ways. If they go to 90 minutes, I've got a sneaky feeling with the intelligence of both teams, not craftiness, but intelligence and game management. You could see both of these playing like Germany and Austria did many, many years ago. I believe it was the 82 World Cup, where they played for the tie and kicked the ball sideways on the goal lines and did nothing. Similar to Algeria-Austria a couple of days ago when they drew 3-3, yeah? It looked like cheap fest all day long. No? Anyway, extra time, you can see it. Tea time, fellas, ladies. Oh, hey, Milky, that broken thumb, I twicked the knuckle. Oh, it really yelped at me. Did it yelp? So it's still not right, but I can move it. Thumbs up. Yeah. Score, come on, score. Once you get one, you'll get more. We'll sing you assembly when we get to Wembley. So come on, you buggers, and score. Boom, let's have a goal. No itchy nose. Don't feel it yet. Ball down the right side. Croatia now, imposing themselves. Ball into the box. Definitely a decent ball into the box, but not the best header. Again, another opportunity. Another opportunity not taken. And should have been. "10 minutes down. No goal. Should be 1-0 to Portugal. It should be 1-0. It really should, but it's not. Both teams making chances. And like I said, this is like it's not a heavyweight boxing match. These guys are too thin on the ground to be heavyweights. It's like a middleweight boxing match. But they're all taking sparring with each other. Oh, a nice bit of afters there. Referee's coming in to sort it out. But they're literally sparring with each other. You take a shot, we take a shot. You have a chance, we'll have a chance. And see where things materialise. Modric, not too happy. Not too happy. Oh, I tell you, it's a painful one. It's a painful one. The toe boot, the ends of the toe, a toe poker on the shin, side of the shin. Watch, it's very painful. If it clips around these miniature shin pads. These miniature shin pads are about the size of a matchbox. They're pathetically small. Pathetically small. And why don't you have shin pads in the rear? You think that you're good with a kick on the front of the ankle, but what about when you get torn up at the back of the ankle? The Achilles goes all the way up to your ass. What about protecting the back of your leg? I always wondered about that. I used to strap up and pad at the back of my legs, down low. And I got that idea from a player many, many moons ago. If anybody of you know the name Rudi Krol, yeah, I followed Rudi Krol. Now the Meister, CR7, Ronaldo, Cristiano, is going to take a lashing shot around the walls. And if this goes on target, Livakovic will have to be big on the day. Steve's in the house. Ronaldo shoots. Doesn't go too far. Steve's in the house. Hi, everyone. Croatia, 8th time lucky. Yeah. I hope due to only having a bet on Spain to lift the cup and don't want to play Portugal in the next round. Yeah. Portugal has the taking of Spain. Oh, yeah, that's going to be right in the nuts. Oh, yeah. Take that one, son. Right to the, I think it's right on the head there. Boom, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's been right on there. He got him right on the number. Well done, Ronnie. Taking out the defender. Taking out the defender or the team any way you can, Ronnie. He's going to win. He's still holding it. Yeah, you know that's going to ping and hurt for a little while. He'll be touching that thing for about another 10 minutes. It'll be owie time. Absolutely. But Steve, I agree with you. Spain do not want to see Portugal, no doubt about it. Brian, how you doing, fella? Brian Burton's in the house. France, great shirts. Yes. 100%. They have. And Argentina's training shirts. The training shirts for Argentina. Literally amazing. So, yeah, I totally agree with France's shirts. Yeah, they're my number one as when I'm looking at this tournament so far. And on the other side of things, the most boring shirt. Who's your most boring shirt? I know who mine is, but who's your most boring shirt at the tournament? Since you did so well there, Brian, come on back with the most boring shirt. Brian Burton says France, great shirts. I agree. Leonardo, worst shirt is the US shirt. The best shirt is Brazil, coming from a Brazilian. How about that? Yeah. They don't like the imperialistas. No, senor. They don't. But the Brazil shirt's the best. There you go. And from a Brazilian, what else would you expect? The Republic of Congo were well dressed on and off the pitch. Yes. Mickey Mouse Celtic, but I actually like the US jersey. There's another US like. Another US like. Stars and Stripes, Star Spangled Banner all the way over the field. Coming down the left side now, Croatia. With no intent. They're going to slow it down, back it up. Closed down immediately by Portugal. That's going to happen all day long. Croatia will need Modric to really pick the lock with something special. Lovely flighted ball to the far side. Not going to get there. And remember what I said earlier. No disrespect. Modric, great player, but he will not be covering the field like he did in 2022. He's not the same player. He's coming to the end of it. And there's a few players on the Croatian team, brilliant servants, even to now. But eventually, they're going to be changed out by younger guys. So Croatia, over the next couple of years, we'll have to start changing it up slowly. Don't do it fast. Keep the level. But a lot of these experienced players that we see now, we won't be watching much more in the future. Mexico have the jumper. Milky Moo says Mexico have the best jumper. I wasn't going to go partisan, but you know what I feel for Mexico, all year. I'm like a white amigo. Yeah. I'm like the white amigo. Gringo Mexicana. Oh, yeah. Milky Moo, I got to say Mexico's good. Japan's shirts are nice. Yes, they are, says Kevin. They are. Very nice shirts. Might shock some England fans, but I think England's shirts are absolutely too boring. Talk about conservatively boring all the time. I mean, doesn't matter if it's Umbro, which it should be, or Nike, which it should not be. They're boring. In fact, the Umbro shirts were much better. Corner coming in now. Time for Croatia to defend. Oh, I tell you, that was close up. Watch on your replay. Very close up. I'll just check something here. Just refreshing. There we go. 16-0. Beautiful. Fantastic. Gonna cough? Sorry. Early yellow card. The elbow was deliberately placed there. There's no doubt about it. Watch last second. You see that? That's deliberately raised high. If you're going to be balancing yourself, your arms are much lower. Yeah, you. You're lucky it's not red. You can say you're innocent all you like. Ruben, you did it deliberately, man. We all know you did. Get on with the game. Get on with the game. Remember, guys, we've got an all-Norwegian linesman and referee crew. Kevin says, agree, England's shirt is boring, so is the Colombia shirt. Yeah, you know, Colombia's had much better shirts in the past. That one's very conservative for their liking. Really. But I got a lot of England shirts. I got a lot of shirts of other nations too, as you can see, right? I keep pulling them out. But I'm reluctant to buy shirts for sale for England that are not inspiring, okay, is what I'm saying. If it's not inspiring, I don't want it. And England shirts, yeah, Kev, boring. And the last 10 minutes they played last match wasn't boring, it was exciting, and that's what they need to do more of. Modric with a free kick into the box. Beautiful free kick. Edge of the box, no one racing for it. Portugal taking it with them. Give and go. And it is Croatia who tick and kick it out of play, making safe plays. Making safe plays. A couple of the guys on the Croatian team were like, what are you doing? He's like, hey, I'm keeping it safe. Kick it out of play, you can't do nothing. Now get reset, get in your positions. I'm just keeping it safe. A few guys were yakking at him for that. I think he made the right play. Do you? God, that's a banging cup of tea. Who made that? Me. Oh, love it, love it, love it. And by the way, you're looking at the host city's ball there. That's Toronto. This is BMO Field where the match is coming off in Toronto, Canada. And it's something I'm going to share with you right now. I'm a little bit pissed off about something. I'm a little bit pissed off. I am. I'm pissed off about the stadiums and the games. And I'll break it down to you. There's 3 nations in the World Cup. As of the quarterfinals, there might as well just be 1 nation in the World Cup. Because Canada and my beloved Mexico get no games. No matches. No quarterfinals. No semi-finals. No final. And, of course, no loser final. Milky Moo, way to go, buddy. It's scored it. It's piping hot. But no matches for Canada or Mexico as of after the round of 16. And in the round of 16, we're so lucky. Oh, my life. We're so lucky. We get 1 game in the round of 16, as does Mexico. So lucky, aren't we, eh? So you might as well say this is an American World Cup. And that's why FIFA are so tight with those in America. It's not a knock. I just think it's really unfair. If we have 2 federations that are willing to allow that, then you ask yourself why they allowed America to take all the major games. Because let's face it, quarterfinals, semi-finals, final are major games. The loser final, no one wants to play. They should scrap that game. Scrap it. I'll tell you why they are going along with it is because I know for a fact they've been appeased both financially and with promises moving forward for competition, etc., etc. And that's how FIFA blackmail you to do exactly what they want you to do for them. Doesn't get there. Great challenge again. Perisic, an old man, doing bloody good. Bloody good. I don't blame the Americans. I think that's brilliant business by them. Absolutely. But I blame Chris Montecoglu, who's in charge of the Canadian Soccer Association. And also you should look at Mexico as well. Because they knew in the planning stages where the games were going. If they don't stand up, and I'll tell you now, most of the CSA over the years have been chicken shits where FIFA has been concerned. They took the 2000 or the 2001 U19 Women's World Cup, which is now U20. They got the 2007 U20 Men's World Cup, which I worked with, balls out of play. They had the 2015 Women's World Cup in Canada. So there's 3 World Cups just in Canada, okay? All the games, all the stadia that Canada can do a World Cup. So they could have had this on their own, you know. They could have hosted this on their own and brought a much nicer World Cup, much more beauty to the scene. Nicer stadia. Smaller stadiums, but a much more beautiful footballing story that doesn't make you think this is all about someone's bank account. But Chris, the CSA guy, he knew about the planning, the logistics, but he obviously didn't have the nuts or the power to stand up to FIFA and say, no. We want at least 1 quarterfinal. We want at least 1 quarterfinal. Give us a quarterfinal. Give Mexico a quarterfinal. The US can get 2. That's fine. Then after that, you expect the big stadia in the US to have the semi-finals and the final. That's what I'm saying. It should have been nicer in its dissemination with the 3 nations and not make it look, no disrespect, you know I love America, but not make it look just like it's an American World Cup, because it's not 1994, guys. It's 2026. Ball does make it. Portugal with all the play, all the pressure right now. CR7 doing his thing, moving things up, getting out of position, wants the ball back, looking for shots. Ball in! Wow. Great defending, but that could have been such a bad own goal at such a clinical time in the match, because we're coming up to the corruption breaks pretty soon. Milky Moo, why do they have such nice jerseys? Yeah, Jeffrey Perrin, just checking. Absolutely. Just going past the post. Croatia, very lucky. Was it a foul? He seems to think it's a foul. Martinez says more. Has anybody noticed what colour shoes Martinez is wearing? The Portuguese coach. Take a look. Jeffrey Perrin's checking in. Jeffrey, how you doing, fella? Good to see you. You haven't missed nothing. It's been 50-50. Battle of attrition so far. Portugal slightly edging it. Good. Fella, how you doing? What's good, bro? Ching ching, mate. What's good with you, brother? What's good with you? Good to see you good. Portugal slowly getting on top of this. I think there's a beautiful scene from BMO Field. When I first went to BMO Field in 2007, it was nothing like this. It was nothing like it. Nothing like it whatsoever. It was a barren stadium. But you know what? Gianni needs some money. Gianni needs some money. Come on. Come on, Gianni Infantino. The man that ruins football. Take some money. Take some money. And the England fans, they're going to tell you right now, they're not impressed either. The England fans don't love you. They hate you. Corruption breaks. Boo! Jeffrey, go Portugal, go Portugal. It's not pennies from heaven. It's dollar signs for Gianni. Gianni, he's so poor, he needs the money. Gianni needs the money. Poor Gianni needs the money. Left a few stats for you as we're talking right now. Not much to talk about. But in this little time, 7 shots to Portugal, 1 on target. 2 shots Croatia, 1 on target. 57% for Portugal, which is what you expect. And corners 3-0 for Portugal. Fouls 3-2 Portugal. Yellow cards 1-0 Portugal. So everything's going Portugal's way. Passing 93% Portugal, 82% Croatia. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Let the money flow on his head. Gianni needs the money. Gianni needs the money. Gianni ruins football every day. Every day, every day, every day. Gianni is a football scourge. Tra-la-la-la-la. Gianni is a football scourge. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. We love Gianni. Not. 2-1 is the score people are looking at. Maybe goes to extra times. We've had a lot of guys say extra time. And penalties, yes. And I don't say the dreaded penalties. I love penalties. I can't get enough of them. But pennies from heaven, it's not. It's showering notes on Gianni's head. Yes, Gianni's head's getting the notes. I'm going to switch that back into the scheduling. See if we come out on the other side. Just replacing that screen right there. It's going to drop in nicely. Now, this is what I love to see when you're looking at the players on the side of the field, yeah? Cristiano's getting a lot of chat by a lot of the players. Modric's getting a lot of chat by the players. It's so interesting to actually be involved at half-time or at the commercial breaks. Sorry, the corrupt commercial breaks. I do beg your pardon. Sorry, I got that so wrong again. Corrupt commercial breaks. I have to say it right. But it's great when you get to see the guys talking and interacting with them, because that's part of the game. And that's part of the game that we don't get to see. So thank you for having a split second with the players, because I tell you, that's what we want to see. That's part of the game. Livakovic with the ball on his own 6-yard now. See how they delay the clock coming back? They're jigging everything with TV time, people. You got no clock on the scene here. We got no clock on the scene. They're jigging time. Croatia coming through. He's going to get tackled. No foul. Goes down rather easy. He will take the shot. Going wide. Go on the left side. Inside the box. Perisic crosses. Doesn't make it. Good little bit of pressure here by Croatia, but all the way back to the keeper. That infuriates me. You got your whole team up front, numbnut, and you pass it back to the keeper. That infuriates me. Blaze says, just a second, going to go down on the wing here. The boys in blue slowly setting it up. They're going to channel over and come to the left. But that infuriates me when you've got the whole team up there. What are you passing the ball back 70 yards to bring it back and let Portugal move up the field and relieve the pressure? Keep the ball down deep. Keep the pressure on. "28 minutes gone. Gripping match. Nothing gained so far. Eventually something's going to break. But 28 minutes gone so far. I just saw something really interesting. I'm going to share it to you. There was no clock on the match that we're watching for 15 seconds. And then I went back online and the clock at Google was a minute 30 off. And all of a sudden, ching, it changed to the time. Something fishy is going on with the timing of the clock, and they're all coordinated with the commercials. That's what I'm saying. So when you know that other systems are getting paid off. And when I say systems, I'm talking Google, I'm talking all the rest of them, your platforms. They're all getting paid off. Who are we looking at there? It's just a Portuguese fan. Again, 29 minutes gone. Blaze says, in 10 to 15 years, people will not call this the US, Canada and Mexico World Cup. I predict it's just going to be the US World Cup for the people who live in any country besides Mexico and Canada. I say absolutely correct. It's disappointing and it's disrespectful that Mexico and Canada do not have a game to host in the quarterfinals at least. Because what you're saying is literally the last 7 matches, we and Mexico, we being Canada, don't get a sniff. I think that's horrific planning. I think it's so unfair. It really is. You're putting all your eggs in one basket, and I can understand it as a business sense. But on the periphery of that business sense that FIFA has about gouging everything with the disgusting prices for everything, disgusting prices, I said, for everything that they do. I'd love all fans worldwide to boycott the World Cup from going and just watch it on TV. Show them empty stands. That's the only way the fans have a voice in the argument. That is the only way you have a voice, is to abstain from going to the game. Then you will force FIFA to backtrack and start making decisions and stop changing this beautiful game into a horrific computer-generated crappy event. I love computers and I use them. I love technology and I use it. But there's a time and a place. 30 minutes gone. Still nothing to say. We're going to be at halftime 0-0. And I tell you, could be 0-0 at 90 looking at this rate. I mean, did you bring your sleeping bags, guys? You might need them. Kevin said it's going to go long. Kevin Babs, you could well be right, my friend. You could well be right. The signs are right there. And the crowd has nothing to get up for watching this chess match. And coming into this, I really thought this would be the motion. That both these European giants would chess match and cancel each other out and do the generic stuff, which is boring to me. I like to see guys with skill, guys with pace, guys with daring. They'll take you on and beat you. They'll go past you. They'll go past another guy. They go through 2 lines and all of a sudden they're in front of net. And then they just tap it in the net. And you think, what just happened? And it's that quick. When you get a guy with skill and pace who can go through these lines, you change the game 30 years. You take it back 30 years where the match and the play was open and beautiful. Now, it's manufacturing moments of creativity whereby You only need one guy with brilliance. Ball down to the right wing, coming off. Goes back to the left wing. Show me the money. Yes, indeed, Jeffrey. Show me the money. I love that. It's all very tight. Not much happening. I'm going to bring you some news about something in a second or two. Incidentally, up on top, there we go. Yep, that's what I thought. That is what I thought. Ronaldo! Oh, he's open. Ronaldo's open for the pass, and he knows it. He knows it, and he could have put it in. Livakovic, smiling so far. Smiling so far. Jeffrey Perrin says, who does the winner of this game meet? Jeffrey, it probably gets no tougher, my sir. It probably gets no tougher. It's Spain, in my estimations. Who are they going to meet? But for a miracle, I think Spain will go through there no matter who meets them. But Portugal has Spain's number. They can go toe-to-toe with Portugal and Spain. It could be very interesting. So if Spain's got a problem, it might be Portugal. If Croatia gets there, Spain will eat Croatia alive for speed, technology, skill, pace, you name it. They've got it all. Shot coming in, blocked again. Well defended. One-on-one race down the field. He's going to get chopped. Unceremoniously. You're letting that go. Like, I tell you what, I can't believe that they're letting these fouls go like that. Someone's going to get hurt again, and I'll blame the referees and I'll blame FIFA like I did the last time. They're letting too much go. I can understand letting things go to let them decide the match, them being the players. But let's be honest. Take a look. It's through the back of the man. Take another look at that again. If they show you that again, you'll see that the kick to the back of the foot actually projects the ball forward. So it makes him look like he's hit the ball, but he didn't. He hit the back of the man. I got a close-up on it. Lovely sunny nights in Toronto. I've been in that stadium. Had a great time. A few times. Been in the box. The box is literally where the camera angle is right now. So media box where we are right now with the camera. I've been in there a few times. Toronto, big city. Big, big, massive city. Big business. Big everything. But no Stanley Cup. Ball over the inside. I tell you what, well intercepted. Well intercepted. Portugal and Croatia first met in 2016. They've played 7 times. And sad to say it, if you're a Croatian fan, you've never had the joy of getting the win. No, sir. I'll give you all the results going over time as we close down this first half. More stuff coming in the second half. But the first time they met was 2016. It was the round of 16 in the Euros in 2016. How funny is that? Round of 16, Euros 2016 was when they met. Croatia losing 1-0. And that was after extra time. We've got a very similar match in the making here. And I did say before the start of the game, 1 goal would be enough. Also pushing it out 2-0 or 2-1. But it's only a goal game, in my opinion. And it's going to go to Portugal so that Spain gets to see who they play. Ball on the inside now. Ronnie now takes a turn, doesn't twist and turn, takes a turn, passes off direct, keeping possession. Had enough time to have turned and taken the shot. Bruno Fernandes down, crying and whining like he does for Man United. He always does. That's part of his game. He's got a face like a smacked ass, as they say. Jeffrey Perrin, thanks, Blaze, no problem. Hypnotic, how you doing, fella? Mexico and Canada were added to win some extra votes. This was first and foremost a US host, and other 2 countries agreed to join in with us, correct? But did they agree to everything? Everything behind the scene. I've read the agreement. Ball in. Easy gather, Livakovic. Nice take, nice take. That's why I say when you're doing the bidding, you can actually bid into further stages of the competition to get games. There's nothing wrong with hosting them final matches in the States as long as you gave one to Mexico and one to Canada. I'm not batting just for Mexico or just for Canada. I'm batting for both the other two host nations that, in my opinion, call me wrong, I don't mind, but in my opinion, the chiefs of those confederations, federations, associations, call you what you will, they should have been standing up and arguing the point that they want a quarterfinal, period. And they didn't. And looking at Chris and the way the CSA's batted over the years, because I know a few of them personally, they're yes men. I'm telling you now, they're yes men. And if you hosted 3 World Cups up to this stage, like I said, the U19 women's, 2001, 2007, you had the U20 men's full World Cup. Yeah. 2015, you had the full women's World Cup. Yeah. 3 major World Cups hosted by yourself, nobody else involved. You hosted all the matches in stadia around Canada. And all 3 of those World Cups, I'll tell you now, guys, were hosted beautifully. And it was a wonderful experience. Nothing negative at any stage. Even when you had small stadiums in use, it was fantastic. It was really family-feeling football. It was something of a beautiful situation. This is a beautiful situation as well, don't get me wrong. But you had a more family-orientated feel. It was more personal. It was more down-to-earth. The bigger it gets, the more distance you have from the pitch, the players, and the music. You don't get close to it. Our Canadian World Cups were close, up, friendly, and you got to see everything now. Ball out, corner ball. So it's not me having a go at the US, because that's not what I do, and you know that. It's talking about where the games were disseminated and how it looks visually right on the ground. And I said it back then when they gave the games out. I said, you should have been fighting for more games. And I met with some big CSA people a couple of days ago. So I've never been impressed with it. I've told them that many times. I've told them about the refereeing as well in Canada, how to change things. They listen. Corner coming in. Back post. Getting in there. Oh, I tell you, does he guide it into it? Another corner coming up. Raining in the balls. Eventually, Ronaldo's going to jump high and get one. But Hypnotic, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right with what you say. There's nothing wrong with what you wrote. That's all perfectly the same. All perfectly in line. So there's a North American Croatian fan, because I'm lip reading his English and he's not talking Croatian. So that's the reach of Croatia. It's round the world. Big following. Ball in the middle. Headed out. Tough defending Croatia. On the rack right now. They're literally on the rack. If you don't know what means, look it up, sire. On the rack. Torture times. But they're doing well. Second game was 6th of September 2018. 2 years later, Croatia taking on Portugal in a friendly. It finished 1 apiece. Not many goals. Not many goals. Very tight affairs. Very close matches. But they got the draw. Great result. After that, though, it wasn't so great. And Croatia very comfortable coming through defence in their own box. Running it out of play through the box is better than passing off and moving. Ball over the top. Needs to go now. Doesn't go. Through now. He's onside. Foul, no foul. That's a real good hit. Real good hit. Referee can call it. He doesn't. Plays the advantage. Croatia still moving forward. But Perisic now. Pushed off the ball. We'll get it back. Well done, Perisic. Playing for the love of his life, Croatia. Very proud footballer. Strong. Free kick referee. Come on. Eventually you got to give something to that Croatian forward line, ref. Engen. Your name is Engen. Because you're giving nothing to the forwards of Croatia. It's looking a bit one-sided. Agree him. It's all Hypnotic. There you go. Hypnotic. See, everybody's agreeing with you, mate. Leonardo Baraviera. You know what this game needs? A goal from Croatia. Yes. then Portugal will put some real pressure on. Absolutely. Like I said a couple of days ago when England were playing Congo, I said it'd be great if Congo scores. And people are like, what are you saying? What are you thinking? But it made the game. For 70 minutes, Congo led 1-0 over England, and then a double whammy by Harry Kane. And if Harry Kane was not on that field, England are on a plane right now with their bar of soap, going home, landing at Heathrow, probably hours ago. That's how big Kane was. He bailed him out. Didn't just bail England out. He bailed out the coach. Thomas Tuchel hasn't been really, what you would say, inspirational in the World Cup. So, just saying. But we've got plenty of talking points in this World Cup. There's plenty of drama. Croatia coming down the left side. Can they manufacture something? Needs to go to the right side. Waiting for support. Taps off. Could have just put it in there. Tough defending by Portugal. Not letting anything through. Passing the ball out. Going through the middle. You're going to get hit. Manages to pass the ball off just in time. But it does, Leo, you're right, the game needs a goal. It really does. Milky Moo, a World Cup should be distinct with its own climate to adjust to, etc. Not played from Arctic to desert. Absolutely stunning. 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 On the money. Absolutely on the freaking money with that one, fella. Brilliant. Personified. I'm going to read that again. A World Cup should be distinct with its own climate to adjust to, etc. Not played from Arctic to desert. Brilliant. The other thing I'll say with that one is that if you put a World Cup in one nation, you get that distinct climate. You also get a distinct pattern. If you put it in Europe, hardly ever does a Asian, African, South American, North American team do well. Now, if you put the World Cup into North America, like you got it right now, let's stay with America, because most of the games are in the US. A lot of these teams are finding out what I said, what they took for granted. Is it's not just altitude in North America that you got to worry about. It's the thinness of the air because it's dry in many places. Then you've got places that have got altitude, and they've got altitude with humidity, which drains you. So you've got all systems in America as well. But if you go from country to country to country and put it in 3 different countries, not only is it the travel, but you've got 3 climates. And literally from deserts to Arctic. Brilliant statement. Honestly, Milky, brilliant statement. Blaze says, yeah, Milky, remember what Stevie said? Johnny needs his money. He does. He's all about the money. Show me the money. Gianni, show me the money. Great tackle coming in. Well done. Goes past his man, Croatia, building out. And booted all the way back to the keeper. Diogo with the ball on his own, looking lonesome in his lovely yellow. Free kick? Really? Free kick for that? Let's have a look close up. Oh, come on. He threw himself over like a sack of shit. Come on, really. And he turns and bobbles over. Give it up. Grow some, mate. Grow some. Be a man. Take some pain. Soft-ass free kick as far as I'm concerned. Ball far side, comes the volley, and it's going off to Jupiter. That's really way off the mark. Jeffrey Perrin, I agree, Steve, we should have a game. Yes, we should have a game. I mean, I'm not being greedy, but what do you have an organisation for if they're going to buckle down and be yes men and yes women and worry about their mortgages and their next fast car? Because that's what they're worried about, is their own paycheck. They're not worried about anything else. You know why? Because years ago, they didn't promote the Canadian national team or anything because there was nothing to promote. You know that. Now, this team is promoting itself and they don't have to pay for advertising because everybody will get on it because we've got a decent team. So they've literally come from nothing. That shouldn't be a foul. That should not be a foul. They've come from nothing, exercising the right to spend money where they like to and not where they should do. And I hear this whining coming out of CSA and CSB. Oh, well, it's all going back into the game. It's going back into the kids. It's going back. Shut up. Shut up. The grassroots soccer in Canada is running itself. It doesn't need the CSA. The CSA is sucking money out of them. The grassroots in Canada, just like in the US and probably similar to Mexico, but I'll stay with Canada, it's Canada that's running football from the grassroots. All those players came from the grassroots. It's amazing grassroots that makes Canada stand on the globe where it is right now in football. Soccer. And I had a guy have a go at me today by calling it soccer. Well, seeing as I had a show on TSN called Ultimate Soccer Show, I hope the idiot's listening, and I talked radio and TV for years in Canada about soccer, why am I going to call it football if I'm in Canada or the US? Because it's soccer. So my show was called and is called Ultimate Soccer Show for a geographical logistic reason. Because when I started this show back in 2004, soccer really wasn't on a high elevation. So I hope you're listening in. I'm not going to embarrass you by saying your name, idiot. But when you mouth off and you come at somebody, you get put in your place. It was a business arrangement to call my show Ultimate Soccer Show, and it was made with Bryn Griffiths at TSN back in 2004, and they wanted to call my show Kicks with Soccer Steve. Kicks with Soccer Steve. I'm like, I'm not running a child show. I'm running a proper full-bore football show. Real soccer talk. Not kids' soccer talk. Men and women, fans, on the edge. Real partisan fans. So when someone comes at me and says, oh, you should call it this, do some research. Know what you're talking about. Croatia now, closing it down. Finally getting to the first mission, 0-0 at half-time. They'll be quite happy with it. Portugal, probably not so. But the longer the game's coming in, Croatia are doing what they do to many big teams. They're playing the ball in 360, which means they're going around their business in any direction, keeping possession. And they're going to strike. And when they do strike, it's going to be hellishly hard for Portugal to get that tying goal. So Portugal and Ronaldo need to take care of business and not let it pass them by. They've got to take care of business. And there we go. We are at the halftime whistle. Luka Modric looking better than Bruno Fernandes, and he's way older. Ronaldo jogging off. Hasn't done really anything. He's been in there, but he hasn't had the service. But 0-0, like we all thought. Milky Mood, the thing about the World Cup is that it's too popular to successfully boycott. You've got a great point there as well. I thought about that too. People have been brainwashed, blackmailed, whatever you want to call it. Had the wool pulled over their eyes over years with FIFA and this dystopian dissemination of the sport. Again, I say, you're right. But if the fans ever wanted to get a grip on FIFA and stop them exercising their right to make new rules just before the World Cup, etc., etc., it's the fans that are going to do the talking. Because obviously the CEO commissioners at the top of each federation sit back, take the money, yes men, yes women, and do nothing for the fans. Another thing, if they wanted to do more for Canada, we'd have more home matches played in Canada every annum. We have very few matches played in Canada. We need to have more. That's something else I discussed with them as well. There needs to be more. You're raking in all this money now, CSA, CSB. Let's see a difference in hosting big teams. I'm sick and tired of getting CONCACAF teams to play friendly matches with. Bring in the Euros. Bring in Japan. Bring in China. Bring in anybody. Bring in Russia. Bring in somebody different. Why pit your skill against systems that you know already? Go against different countries with different systems. Learn something. Evolve. Give the fans something to look at. Just saying. Steve Welk said boycotting not to games certainly works, mate, to change. Sheffield Wednesday fans proved it works. There you go. Here we go. Kevin Babs says, well said, Steve. Boycotting by not going to games certainly works to make a change. Sheffield Wednesday fans proved it works. Now, if you can do it at a club level, you can do it at international level. No, because the World Cup only comes around every 4 years. Why get suckered in to playing by their rules every 4 years if you can boycott? And it doesn't mean you miss the action. You just take it in a better format. I love going to live games like you. But there's a line, and I'm not crossing it anymore. But yeah, Milky Moo, The thing is about the World Cup is it's too popular to successfully boycott. That is a problem. He also says maybe the only way to change things is to support a rival governing body as an alternative. That's also been trialled in the past, Jared. Look at the European Super League, etc., etc., etc. And other times people want to start their own league. And what does FIFA do? And what does UEFA do? Say, if you start that league, we're going to shut you down. Your international team will not be allowed to play at the World Cups, yada, yada, yada. And they threaten people if you go against them. Yeah? Why should one agency have a monopoly on the game we love? We won't stand for it in business. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Milky Moo says, why should one agency have a monopoly on the game? We won't stand for it in business. We won't. We won't. We won't. Team Soccer says, hypnotic, Podosic, good intelligent play. Absolutely. Jeffrey Perrin, I'll be back. Jeffrey, get back to work, mate. I'll see you in a bit. Milky Moo, ultimate football show would only cause confusion. Correct. I toiled and tossed with that name, Ultimate Football. And I'm like, yeah, if I've got a pigskin, I'm great. Because in North America, Ultimate Football would just fly. That's why Ultimate Soccer had to be. And not Kicks with Soccer Steve, because that was just killing me. I remember when it came out of his mouth, I went, no. I said, no fucking way. I said, you want me to act like a kid on stage? You're going to have to pay me a lot of money because I've got no way. I cannot do that. There's no way. And I made it clear to Bryn Griffiths, the PD, that there's no way in hell I was listening to that name and saying that name. I said, this is my show. I own it. It's my name. It's patented. You're going to put that on the boards and you'll send that to Toronto. That's the name of the show. And they did. Kicks with Soccer Steve. That just proves the level of intelligence of soccer in Canada, even at a sports station back in 2004. They had no idea about soccer, and I'll tell you another thing, they still get it wrong on live screens as well. The other day, just saying, it's a men's World Cup. You had one man, two women on the panel. It should have been two men and one woman. You're a men's World Cup. It should not be overloaded by women co-hosts. It should be overloaded by men co-hosts. If we're doing the Women's World Cup, I don't want to overload it with men. You must be overloaded by women supporting the women's game for women. It's hard to understand that people get a little bit of an exception when I bring that point. But for years I've been saying the women need to bring the women's game and make the women's game bigger. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Really. Okay, guys. I'm going to give you some mucka while I go get a refill. I'll be right back in 5. I'm not taking long. I'm just going to get a quick refill and we're going to get back into this. But let's take some music on. And while you're here, I'm going to throw you the lineups and you can tell me when I get back if there's any changes coming. Hope you're still enjoying the rocking music. I love music. This one's Panama. All the clubs, all the teams have been watched. I'm going to end that music very shortly as the game's coming on. As soon as the teams get in here, we're putting the music down. But that's a lovely Panama track. Good to move along to. Happy beat. Happy beat. Lovely scene down there, waiting for the players to come on. Croatian fans having a great time. Portugal fans in love with the match. Coming back on screen, guys. I love that music, and I love the scenes. I tell you what, cutting it out, we're going to get back in there pretty quickly. The game's coming in. But do Portugal or do Croatia make any changes? I think Croatia leaves it as it is. I think they do. And yes, an old squeeze box in there, says Milky Moo. Yes, mate. Yes. Milky Moo, you might have had a loads of crazy Mayo people churning up for your opinion on why they can't win an All-Ireland. That's funny. Why they can't win an All-Ireland. Oh, I know what you mean. Milky Moo Celtic. I know what you mean. Quaker. Ads. More ads. Less football. More ads. Less football. I'm going to go back in there just a second. Give me a second here. There we go. Get back on the main screen. It's the worst website ever I've traversed is this TSN. It's horrible. It's the last time I'm going to spend money on them. Oh, I tell you. Just want to double check something before we... Still half time. Waiting for the guys to come out. Get on out, guys. Let's have some football. We're waiting intently. Really enjoy the sounds while I make my second half cup of... Hey, there you go. Lovely. I'm glad people do enjoy the music because, honestly, when I was talking to Zoltan from UTEM Records on YouTube, and I approached him about, listen, I've got some ideas on the tracks I want to have and how we need to build them and the sounds we need to hear. And I basically said in a nutshell, we need 48 international reggae tracks. And he's like that, 48. I went, yeah, 48. He went, you got it. He goes, give me a couple of weeks, I'll put it together and I'll send it over to you. And he took about 6 days, not a couple of weeks. When I got all the tracks, literally, guys, I listen to these tracks so often. And they just put me right in a nice place. I'll tell you something else I did today as well. I had an interview sent to me by Chris Cavlin, one of the members. And I listened to it while I was constructing artwork. You see that banner upstairs where it says 0-0 Portugal and Croatia? I constructed that banner while I was listening to Chris's interview, and it was about Aboriginal medicine aid and how it saved the Second World War, per se, coming from an Australian angle. It was absolutely fantastic to listen to. So the music does the same thing to me. It softens the edges for me, and it just makes me relax. So I'm literally like a little blob, just sitting there, nice and peaceful. So that's what I get out of it. But again, big thanks to Chris for that interview he sent me, and I learned something. And the one thing I did get out of it, I learned about medicines. Everybody says patriation, but it's matriation. It's about the women that keep things alive, and the women that kept the medicine and everything alive for all time. So matriation. Women have a big part to play in keeping the planet as it is. I'm telling you, you learn something every day. So again, you see in the middle of the stadium around that white maple leaf, loads of empty seats. What is it with the concession stands around the maple leaf and the middle of grounds that they can't get their asses back in the seats? You know, them Gold Club members, the prawn sandwich mob, they're getting fat asses. They ain't getting back quick. They're in the concessions, and the real deal is on the ground. It's such a bad look, and it's everywhere you go. Wembley, whatever, it's everywhere you go. Enjoy that cup of tea, my friend. You deserve it. Portugal now kicking from right to left in the white shirts. And if you're watching in black and white, it's about to rip up. Oh, Ronaldo doesn't get that pass. Croatia dodge another bullet. They're going in all different directions, making trouble for themselves. fighting their way out of dodge. And I tell you what, it could have been, again, another goal for Portugal. Free kick, referee, no free kick. Tight, no space to move. Ronnie's back on side, waits for the ball, in position, but in the wrong position. Just want to check something on the board, guys. Give me a second while I remain quiet for a second. 45:56. Again, the timing does it again. And again, we have that very strange clock startup. It's all manufactured. And I got to stay on top of that. Excuse me. Croatia breaking down the left side. It's a 3-on-3. Needs to come down the right side. Get the right side in. There you go. Slides it in. Take the lasher. Shoot on net. Nice idea. No coconut. On right again. Going down the left side. Cuts inside. No target. He's going to tap it. No target. Couldn't find the cross. Again, down that left side. Croatia's had much of their luck down the left side. You'll see more of it. Chris Cavering, did you see the news that Wrexham exploring acquiring Harry Souttar? So excited if they get him. Yeah, preliminary stages. Things have to be agreed upon. But they've got to start picking players real quick, my friend. They really do, Chris. Tick-tock, the time is clicking. Getting back to the start of the championship season. I don't want to be in a situation where Wrexham are building as they're coming into the season. And it's going to be easy. Shot coming in. Put it in! There you go! There you go! And he's hurting. He's hurting. He's really hurting. But 1-0 Croatia. I tell you. Is it going to stand? To me, that looks like a good goal. Man down still. Kovacic down. Croatian fans appealing it. But no goal. So close. Kovacic moving in. Standing right next to Diego Costa. Modric. Can he pick the right cross? And he's the guy that can do it. Modric now with the corner. 48 minutes gone. Short corner this time. Coming on the inside. Back to Modric. Better angle for the cross. In swinger. But easily taken down. Shot coming in. Silly defending. But Kovacic unlucky not putting Croatia 1-0 up. Very close call. The worry for Portugal is that 1-0 loss. But yes, back to you, Chris. Chris Cavering exploring Harry Souttar. So excited if they get him. He's the 6'6" Australian defender, 27 years old. Remember last year I said we need to pick guys up that are 26? 27 is acceptable. He's still got 3 to 5 years left if we have him as a career player. So he's right age. I love the size. And I've watched him a few times. I think if we pick him up, I don't think there's a worry. I think, yeah, take him on board. Finalise the price. Prize him away. Early. Get him in the squad. Get the training going with Parky. Let's get him welcomed to Wrexham proper. Not 2 days, 2 weeks before the start of the season. Get him in there early. Sign him now. Sign him now. I'm sure if you do, he's watched TV. He's seen what Wrexham are. He'll jump on board. And I'd say this much. People, being players, watch television, like entertainment. They like the same things that we do. They know who Wrexham are. Players have a troubled time turning Wrexham down, and the money is available. Portugal now on the edge of the box. Great point, Chris. Brilliant. Well done for bringing it up. Souttar, I definitely would pick him up. Definitely would pick him up. Battle in midfield. "50 minutes gone. Long way to go. Long way to go." Nice point. He's in the top 10 fastest players in the World Cup. I say pick him up. I've liked watching him at the World Cup. He's safe. Doesn't get overawed. Stays in the game. He's a real mountain in defence. And I don't just mean by his size. I mean by his game. So, yeah, if we can pick him up. But let's not forget, we are going to be rumoured to pick up so many different players again this summer, like we did the last couple of years. But bring them in early. Let them taste what Wrexham's about. Get them in early. I am seeing quite a few empty seats at this stadium today, which means it's not a sellout. And I had somebody calling me, I think it was D. Scott. I think, Scotty, you told me $1,900 was the cheapest ticket for this one. $1,900. Disgusting price. Ball needs to go to left channel. Free kick called. As a kid, here's a funny story for you. As a kid, I used to sit on a wall when I was living in Burslem, which is in Stoke-on-Trent. As a kid, I used to sit on this wall. It was about 40, 50 feet off the ground, one side. So if you dropped, you're getting hurt. And we're young kids sitting on this wall, 50 feet up in the air, because on the other side, it was backfilled with dirt, so you only had to jump up about 2-3 feet to get on the wall. And then you could watch the match for free. Later on, I would kick it for that team. How crazy is that? Port Vale. Crazy, eh? Crazy days. And that wall, believe it or not, is still there. It is still there. It is. But kids don't sit on it because they're wise to it. Yeah. Columbia 20, good evening from New Jersey. Hey, Columbia 20, we got a game to come. Ball on the outside, Croatia picking the spot. Oh, I tell you, volley! There you go. Now it's 1-0. Now it's 1-0. And who else? Perisic, number 14. Now it's 1-0. I tell you. Now, Portugal has a real problem. (1-0). Perisic, great finish. He had all the time in the world to get this across the line. I don't know why Diogo Costa doesn't go out further, but 1-0 Croatia. The Croats are spoiling the Portuguese party. If they go through, they could be doing the same against Spain. Let's face it, it's going to go a long way. The game's not over yet. But Perisic, absolutely the man for Croatia. 1-0 up against Portugal. Now, I'll tell you what, Portugal have been too passive. They haven't really got on top of Croatia. They've had moments, but Croatia's guile, patience, and again, through your legs, sweeper keeper. Look at the sweeper keeper. Look at the sweeper keeper do the splits. All you got to do is aim under his boys, and you've got a goal. Look at this. He knows the fact. Look at the sweeper keeper. Oh, through your legs. Through your legs. A real goalkeeper would be diving on the ball, smothering the ball, gathering the ball, saving the ball. No goal. Through the legs. How embarrassing. Embarrassing. Sweeper keeper. Sweeper keeper, 1-0, whoa. Sweeper keeper, 1-0, whoa. Yeah. It's the dumbest thing in goalkeeping. I see it time and time again. So do you. And they keep training these keepers to do the splits. They're not hockey goalies. It's soccer. It's football. You got to be a cat. Hence like Lev Yashin, for one, the Russian. Peter Benetti years ago. Be the cat. 1-0 Croatia. I tell you what, memories of how Croatia took out England many times. Many times. Doesn't matter what coach England had. When Croatia came along out of that horrible war in Yugoslavia all those years ago, they've had England's number quite a few times. Small nation, but like I said the other day, Slavics, Eastern Europeans, they have a great understanding of how to play the football. More essentially, how to manage the match. They are absolutely top draw in managing the situation, getting favours from the referee, not getting involved physically, but tough, not having any antsiness about them, very disciplined. You see it time and time again with Croatia, how they go about business. It's absolutely brilliant. 1-0 The upset is on the cards if you were thinking that it was Portugal's day. But Portugal have not come out and played. They've done generic stuff. There's no individual star standing up. And there's enough talent on this screen that you're watching to set it through. Ball going through. He will make it. He will make it. Cuts back inside. Needs support. A second goal here would kill Portugal dead in the water. He's offside. Is it 2-0? Is he offside? Is it 2-0? Is he offside? I told you a second goal here. He's offside. Second goal would kill it. I'm going to have to review that. He's literally, in my take, maybe 2 to 3 feet offside. Take a look at the replay. But Colombia 20, good evening from New Jersey. Yay. Good evening, my friend. Offside, 2 to 3 feet. See? Leonardo, now we have a match. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Leonardo, not yet. Milky Moo. Hello, Colombia. 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 Ball over the top. Onside. Headed back out of play. Modric double taps, comes out of play. Looking for the pass. Looking for the no pressure zone. Look at the play now. Croatia coming alive. If they can get a second goal here, Portugal will be dead and buried. Oh dear. Yellow card. There we go. Got a yellow card myself. Croatia opening the match early in the second half. Exactly what the neutral wanted. The game needed a goal. And let's see what Bruno Fernandes, Portugal, Ronnie, and the rest of the crew are made of. Leonardo says, great, let the insanity begin again. Wow, I'm shocked, says Blaze. Colombia 20, I'm one of those that doesn't support Colombia in any tournament because it makes me laugh at the Colombian media. Thinks they are going to win, and Colombia is not a world power team. It's mediocre. You could be talking about England as well. Yeah? The English press? Well, all you got to do is turn up and pick up the cup, guys. I mean, we're the best. We're going to win it. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home. We still believe, we still believe. Ah, nonsense. Play it game by game. We'll see what happens. But hey, you could be talking about England. Beautiful. Blaze says, never mind, false alarm. Absolutely. Close call, though. Close call. 33 minutes to go. Portugal are falling apart at the seams. The ball needs to go down the left. There you go. Cut inside, slam it on net. Put it away. Oh, I tell you. They're playing a wonderful match now. Picking off Portugal at will. This is why you can never rule out Croatia. They suck up all the pressure. They don't buckle. They stay calm. They're resilient. They have skill to move and man management practice that many teams can't match. And you're seeing it right now. Absolutely flawless performance from Croatia. Dalic, the coach, 51% winning record. It might well be about 52-53 after this match. But they're on course for a 2-0. Outside swinger. In the box it comes. Nestled down. No free kick. Tic-tac-toe playing on. It's still alive. Free kick is waved down. And a yellow card. A little bit harsh. Bit quick on the card. Calm down, Engen. Calm down, Engen. Why are you so angry like all the referees? Colombia. Yes, that is true. It is. You could be talking for England. Totally could, my man. It echoes out of New Jersey. It echoes out of London, England, that the press make more out of the situation than they should. And I said many times, the press never tell the truth, no matter what the subject. They give you an agenda. What is an agenda going to make more sales? If you keep heralding the English national team, newspapers will be sold. By the bagload, by the ton. If you don't lie, you get no sales. And that's why the media and legacy media, what do they need to have the word legacy for? They're no legacy to anything. They're just lying sacks of shit. So again, don't trust the media. Ball over the top. Great one. And Ronnie. Oh, I tell you, wow. That's why you put him in there. CR7 nestles it down in the back of the net. Wow, he's offside. Wow, what a piece of skill taken out. Wow, beautiful finish, but offside. Offside. Unfortunate. Take a look. He's onside there. He's onside. Oh, I tell you, they're going to have to bring this back. They're going to have to bring this back. I'm sure he times it right. The first touch was brilliant. The finish was exceptional. And I'm saying he's onside. I really am saying he's onside there. I think that really, at the end of the day, some little man in the box needs to come out. They need to get the VAR on. My VAR is working right now. But I tell you, that looked onside. I think you're going to see guys cheering. Blaze says another offside. I tell you, I can't see that. I can't see it. I can only see a good goal. The linesman's flag went up, but I think he's wrong. He should have kept the flag down. There's no need to put that flag up if he's onside. And that's how you whip it away. Here's your flag up and whip it away, baby. Not happy with that decision so far. I'm not happy with that decision at all. He looks on to me, says Milky Moo. Maybe a shoulder off, which counts. Why do they ever go away from the feet? The feet propels the body, not the shoulder, not the noggin, not the hands. The feet propel the body. It should be the feet that marks your offside. Leaning? No. Feet. That's what I reckon. Bernardo Silva's coming on to redeem Portugal, who've got 30 minutes to go. Wow, I tell you, I am not happy with that decision. Look at the feet. That's what they should be looking at, not this leaning. And there's no daylight. What happened about that daylight thing they were saying? Man, oh man, I tell you, that deserves to be in the back of that. Purely the way he took it down. And I don't like the picture they sent me, because the picture I'm watching here does not have Ronaldo leaning like that. I tell you, I've got a picture on right now on my screen here where he's not leaning like that. Shoulder possibly. Don't know how linesmen can see that though. He should not be waving the flag. Exactly. Blaze says, honestly, if one person is going to save person, it might be Gonçalo Ramos. I don't think he is talked about enough for club or country. You might have a point there. Sleeve line is up, considered playable. Right. But he was not in my book. The picture I've got, I'm looking at, he's not off. Like I said the other day, it all depends where you pull that picture, where you stop it. If you want to save the referee, keep load. Ball in! Oh, I tell you, another gilt-edged chance gone and missing. Gilt-edged chance gone and missing. We've got a game, though. 24 minutes to go. Can Portugal save themselves? 1-1 at 90 minutes and then extra time. Sleeve line up is considered playable. There's a worried-looking Bradberto Martinez. Colombia 20. Eastern European countries play more technical than South American, and Eastern European teams make their opponents very well. Mark their opponents very well, yes. Great through ball, though, yes. I've got to say that, Blaze, that was a great through ball. Brilliant. Let's see if Giancarlo Ramos comes in. We've got another dystopian break in the game. What the hell's going on now? Really? Even the players are like, what the hell? Really? What is this all about? If they're looking at that, there's a potential for a penalty. And I did see that, did look at it. Check in now. But is it that makes him come down? Or is he embellishing a hold? Referee's going to it. Referee's looking at it. Referee is looking at it. You know when they go there, it's not meaning good. So does Portugal have a route back in here? You can see the holding, and it was suspect at the time. But he's already going down. Watch the lighter colour. Watch the lighter colour only. He's diving. He's diving for the ball, and then he goes down. Watch carefully. Just watch the forward. He's diving for the ball. Then he goes down. The clutching behind him does nothing to change his trajectory. They're fighting before the ball comes in. He jumps for the ball, but he's not held back. In my opinion, you're looking at something for nothing. You give a penalty here, I'd be very surprised. You're just giving it for nothing. No penalty, in my opinion. Oh, I tell you, really, it gets stupider by the second, eh? When do they not call it, and when do they call it? The clutching and grabbing that goes on, when do they call it, when do they not call it? I guess someone wants to keep Ronaldo in the tournament. It gonna be a spot kick? No, it has to be a pen. He's diving to make a diving header. Yes, that's what I mean. He's diving to make the header. But does his header and him diving to make the header, was he stopped by the defender more so? Defo pen. Hey, you say it's a defo pen, no problem. I don't like the decision. I think there's a lot worse decisions gone and not been given. And when we're talking penalties, they are not giving penalties like they should be. This is a make-up penalty, in my opinion. Ronaldo on the ball. You expect it to go in. 1-1 after 90 minutes. Then we're into extra time. Or does someone pick it up? Ronnie's very focused. Livakovic, save of his life. Blaze, yeah, I'm a little surprised they gave a penalty there, but not onside for Ronaldo's goal. Yeah. Here we go. Ronnie Uns. Oh, he stopped. He's got to take that again. He stopped. He stopped running. He gets the ball in the back of the net, but did he stop running dead still for a second? 1-1 if it is, but it's not going to go back. Right now, on the board, it says 1-0. Portugal getting back into it. And like that, the appliance of science, it is 1 apiece. Game left to go. And Ronnie's still scoring goals at the World Cup. He's stopped dead. Both those feet came together. He stopped dead. That should be rubbed off. He's thrown the keeper off illegally. I don't know why they allow stuff like this to happen, but it has happened. 1 apiece. And I think Croatia can feel a little hard done to for a penalty of that nature to be given like that, considering all the clutching and grabbing that goes on in the box on every set piece. There's diving, there's fakery all over the place. We all have an opinion. Blaze, he scores. Yeah, I think there was little doubt that Ronnie was going to put it in. Happy for Ronnie. 1 apiece. We're going long. Yeah, might be a retake in my opinion. I'm saying it's definitely a retake. So 1, you had a bit of a weird call for the penalty. Ronaldo's goal was offside, disallowed. Weird call on the penalty. He stops in track on the run-up, which is a no-no. It's supposed to be a retake. So Blaze, I'm with you. Milky Moo, he did stop. I had to see it again, but he stopped. He totally stopped. He totally stopped. He totally stopped. I'm not so happy with that at all. Really not so happy with that. But then again, it makes the game what it is. We have drama. We have talking points. It's now 1 apiece, where Croatia were looking to get this over the line. Do we have a decision in 90 minutes? I thought we might do before this started off. Do we get a decision? We've got 20-odd minutes to go. There's enough time for that final winning match. 2-1 was the final score for Portugal, I said on the day. And a 1-goal game difference. But let's see what happens next. Let's see what does happen next. Because, hey, I'll tell you, it's not going the way that Portugal had thought. And right now it's not going the way that Croatia wanted, especially after taking that lead. Tough times. Tough times. Really tough times. Bringing up a new screen so I don't get left behind in the crowd like they normally do. I'll pop that down there. But Croatia having a great day. Let's take Mr. VAR away. He's not going to do anything more. Doesn't work for us. Penalty given. Offside goal ruled out. Ronnie doing the damage in 2 places in a couple of minutes. So Croatia, be warned. Ronnie literally is coming alive in the second half, as you would expect. And I've just got to turn CSN off because they're putting a party political broadcast on. The government is edging into football over here in Canada. They put a lot of commercials in every sport, a lot of politics. They like squashing down the people of the country with politics. Every sport event. The government. Talk about harassment on the people. It's a sporting event, not a party political fuck-up. You'll never hear me talk kindly about politicians ever in my life. Not once in a million years will you ever hear me talk nicely about politicians. They're the lowest of the low in my book. Ronnie, though, bringing his team back into power. Perisic had done the damage. Now it's one apiece. Here comes the Cabster. Hey, Cabby. How you doing, buddy? You had a good day? You have? We're watching football. Yes, we are. You keep watching. Mr. Perisic has got the ball, and you can have your cabbies. Your kibbles are there. 20 minutes to go. Milky says, if a keeper gets called for being a hair early or late, then the kick taker can't stop mid-run. Absolutely. Beautifully said. Ball into the box now. Headed on. Keeper comes and he lands hard. But notice he's not stopping and crying right now. He just gets up straight away. His crying days are over. Diogo Costa. One apiece. 18 minutes to go. It seems now Portugal have got that confidence back in their step. They're energized, still alive, feeling good about themselves. Bruno Fernandes may well want to have a better performance because he really hasn't been very inspirational for Portugal at all. Colombia 20. The White House wants Ronaldo in the tournament because he was at the dinner of White House. I think it was in November, yeah. It could be that. Donald Trump and Cristiano Ronaldo work out an agreement. It wouldn't surprise you, would it? Blaze, the fact that the ref didn't even mention that he fully stopped is interesting. Really? Really? I mean, that was the most blatant stop, park your ass, and then start again, that really threw Livakovic off his feet. And that is not allowed. It should still be 1-0 or a retaken penalty. And why? It's becoming sickening with all this non-given decisions. Milky Moo, fair is fair. Ronaldo is a cute whore, though. Yeah, Steve says, Ronaldo, great player, but man, I find him hard to like. Come on, Croatia. Lots of people are the same way. Lots. He's a winker. Remember? He's a winker. Rooney's winker. Winker meaning wanker, but he was a winker. 2006 World Cup, getting Rooney sent off. He's a real winker. There's a goal coming, Cabby. Cabby appears. Goals are scored. Come on, buddy. Hopefully, I say hopefully, to a team that deserves it. I want a good goal. I don't want it offside. I don't want a run, stop, run penalty kick again. The officialising has been probably the worst part of the on-field activity at this World Cup. The officialising, not being rude, I think it's been dour. I think it's looked very unprofessional at times. I think it's looked like it's been rigged. Match fixed. It hasn't looked consistent and it hasn't looked naturally. Great run. Take that shot, son. Get off the post. Crossing it back in precision. Go wide. Have another go. A good save by the keeper. Croatia showing what they've got. Lots of kick in this team. Still to go. He could have gone down the right side, sliding his man in. But check the shot coming off. All the way in, off the post. So close to being 2-1. And then that one there wasn't missing by much and a good save. Costa getting a hand on it. Luca now with the beautiful foot. Can he place it where he needs it? Croatia need a second goal. Coming in. Beautiful corner. Beautiful corner. Headed over the bar. Beautiful corner. That's what you need with the corner. Swinging away from the goalie so the keeper can't get his hands on it. Croatian defending. Dealt with that little foray, no problem. Modric on the ball. Slides it inside. Great activity through the middle. Croatia, tic-tac-toe right across the field. Right side now. Moving it all the way to the left side now. Cross coming in. Headed wide. Bring it down. Tap off. Shoot. Great save by Costa again. He took too long on the ball. He wanted all day. Matanovic wanted all day on the ball. Diego Costa, the busier of the two keepers. Undoubtedly. He is. We need a goal, Cabs. I'll give you some of that good stuff. Just a second, son. There we go. Lovely looking fans cheering their Croatian brothers on. Modric gearing it up. Doesn't have chance. Now he puts it in. Goes out for the throw-in. But that's funny. Milky Moo, that's funny. Ronaldo, he's a cute whore, meaning he's beyond streetwise. Lovely. Lovely. Apologies to chat if I've caused you any offence. That's all ever. I'm just an off-the-cuff Irishman. You have permission to carry on the way you are, Milky. You don't say nothing wrong. You got great sarcasm. You bring brilliant points. Everybody loves you. You're part of the woodwork, fella. You don't need to make an apology for something that you haven't done. You sounded like a Canadian, for Christ's sake. Ball into the box. Get on the end of that one. Into the mixer. Portugal tic-tac-toeing out of danger. And they're losing the ball coming out of play. Right now, you're looking at Croatia going to overdrive through the middle. Everybody's in the middle. Just two guys on the back line. And this is what I love about football. The wise coaches, Dalic, the Croatian coach, two guys on the back line as the ball is being manoeuvred towards goal. Overloading the midfield. Brilliant coaching. Simple tactics. Free kick, referee. Elbow in the back of the head. Oh, I guess you don't give it for Croatia. Yeah, got you. Gotcha. I've never had to stop somebody saying what they want on this channel, ever. Ball in the box, put it away. Oh, well intercepted. Well intercepted. I've never had to ban someone on the channel, ever. And I've never had to tell someone what to say. It's not my place. Everybody here acts really well. There's a good core of people always getting in here. And the sarcasm, the stimulation, and things we say, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it, is what I say. I'm having a custard cream. Totally British. Custard cream, old chap. And to you, Kev. I have banned people in the chat on the channel, not in the chat as we're watching, where people come and attack me. But I don't ban people in the family. There's no point. Why? If you can't allow someone to make one bad statement out of error, you're a draconian leader. I'm not a draconian leader. I'm not a leader. I'm a lucky guy, just on the mic. Capster, you doing okay? Yeah. Do you want to keep the feet off the keyboard, mate? He'll shut us down. Ball through. I think he's offside. Oh, my life. Off the post. Is he onside? He's offside. Again, the flag goes up. The flag goes up, Cabs. Flag goes up. He's offside. Nice chance. Would have been lovely. Yeah, it would have been lovely. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're my good friend. You're my good little friend. Yes, you are. Like, nice finish. He thinks he's scored. Neves coming in. That'll add something. Neves got a rocket shot, okay, from midfield. He can move through midfield. Sorry, Cubs. I'm in your way. Neves can move through midfield and add a lot of grit, a lot of creativity. And if he has the advantage or the opportunity to get into space, literally in and around the penalty area, straight on front of goal, he can unlash and really unlash an absolute rocket shot. So get ready for that. I just want to check something. Ronnie's day's done. He's happy. He's off. But if it goes to penalties, well, they're a big man down. Catch you later, Cabs. Thanks for coming in, buddy. He's just sitting there. He's got his seat right there. You chill out, mate. You chill out. Let me know if there's a goal coming, yeah? You just see him scratching his legs. Let's see what happens. Lots of drama in this match. Loads of situations. Disallowed goals on both teams. Both teams have one goal. Both teams have had moments where they've dominated the play. It's still 1-1. 9 minutes to go before the end of regular time. Then we're into extra time. And quite frankly, I'd love a goal right now. Cabby came in. My nose is slightly itching. I'd love a goal right now. Portugal threw the ball. He's not making it. Nice dummy play by the defender. Letting it run. There's two ways to look at it right now. In the defensive mode, Croatia have not taken any risks all match long. They've been very collective, very careful. There's Ronnie sitting on the bench. Comes out on 80-odd minutes. You might want to keep him in till full time, I'm thinking. Not sure about Martinez's tactics there. Lovely. Steve says, get off, Winker. Yeah. Way to go, Steve. Way to go, Steve. Way to go, Steve. Get off, Winker. I remember at the time when it happened, I was like, Rooney's going to punch the shit out of him when he gets back to Old Trafford. We were all hoping, right? Remember? Yeah, get off your Winker. Yes, well done, Steve. Kevin, I think you're good, Milky. There's no snowflakes here. Absolutely. 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 It's not the okey cokey wokey fucking club. It's real people, real time, real music, real talk, real language when it's needed. An F-bomb stimulates a conversation, but every conversation and every sentence doesn't need an F-bomb. There's a time and a place, and we all know that, and we all get it. And that's why we jig together. We understand what is the situation. We understand how we've watched football all the years and how we do not want to watch it nowadays. Call us traditionists. Call us old school. I care less. I say there's a right way and there's an incorrect way to watch football. We watch it and we talk it the right way, how we were taught. Without smoke and mirrors, without makeup, without all the bullshit. Just good old banter. But Milky, you're good, son. Milky says, I was going to say I offend anyone, then you're a think-skinned pushy and you need to eat some beef, but I didn't. I'm going to say that again. I was going to say I offend anyone, then you're a think-skinned pushy and yeah. And you need to eat some beef, but I didn't. You didn't. Not at all, man. There's nothing wrong. It's good to cover, though. It's a good point to cover to let other people know how we are, because it lets people know how the channel rolls. And it's a family. Ball in the box, going all the way wide. But again, I'm talking about Neves parking himself in the middle. If something spurns in a move going towards the box or something kicks out from the penalty area, Neves can read that, step on it, volley it in the net like rocket style. He's done it before, so there's an extra weapon in the field or the pitch. There's a Portuguese rapper. Look at the chain. He's a rapper. One apiece coming down to it. Minutes to go. Are we having a late winner? We've had a lot of late winners in the round of 32, yeah? A lot of late winners. Are we to have another late winner? We're talking 90 minutes plus, yeah? Because it can still happen. But are we to have a late winner and the 2-1? Portugal look like they're pressing to get one. But the counter-attack from Croatia has been really seamlessly brilliant all the way through. Ball back to Costa on his 6-yard box. Will he mess up? He goes down through the middle. Fernandez to the left side. Now he's moving through the middle. Bernardo Silva's loving it. Ball over the top, down the right side. He's onside. He's definitely onside. Lash it on net, son. You waited too long. You waited too long. You killed yourself with hesitation. Be a little bit selfish. Crash the net. Take the glory for yourself. Use the guys coming in wide of you as a decoy. They're expecting a cross. Fake a cross, cut right, shoot, done. Blaze, so dumb. Croatia genuinely deserve a win here, and they would have it without these winker refs. Absolutely. Absolutely. All day long. All day long. Take the penalty again. There's no doubt in my mind that should have been retaken. And the picture I had with Ronnie's offside, VAR gave you a picture that made it look even worse. He'd already started running through after that. Ball into the back of the net. Very close on, very close on. Yes, grit your teeth. Grit your teeth. That was so close. Chance gone a begging. Croatia go the other way and get the winner. Wouldn't that be a thing? He's up high, he's upright, but he doesn't connect with the forehead. He connects with the side of his bonce. Maybe his hair played a role as well. Long-haired people sometimes gets in the way. Coming down to it. Do not mess up right now with a pass in the back, guys. Keep it clean. Colombia. Milky Moose says, a spell checker if you foil me again. Beautiful, mate. So cool. Colombia 20. If Cristiano Ronaldo wins this tournament, I say that it's the same as 2022. In my opinion, it was given to Messi. I say there was match fixing for Messi to win the 2022. Yes, there was. Also with Argentina, watch their results. England, for an example, just an example, played 2 matches in a time that Argentina played 1. What's that about? Who's in charge of the scheduling? FIFA. Who do FIFA love? Big teams and superstars. They don't love England, I can tell you that. England, no World Cup host in 60 years. Haven't won anything in 60 years. FIFA hate them. Oh, I tell you, another big chance. I told you it's coming. Gone past the post, another header going wide. But yeah, on the money, Colombia 20. Fixing, match fixing. We're putting up the Colombia match after this game, just so as you know. I will be there with you. Ball over the top coming in. Great chance, but he doesn't nail it. Doesn't nail it. Diogo Costa would have had no chance if that was on target. Oh, paint. 88-38. Time is a ticking. Is there a winner? Is there a late, cruel winner coming in? Is there a late, cruel winner coming in? You never know. It can happen. Again, Portugal now coming up to halfway, over halfway, looking for the final goal of the game in regular time. And as the time wears down, you have to say this. There's a team watching this match that's already into the next round, into the round of 16. We're talking España, Spain. And they're looking at this right now. And they're saying, you know, I think you guys need to play extra time and kick each other to bits for another 30 minutes just to wear yourselves out. Because when you get to us, Spain, we want you to be worn out. So the longer this goes, the bigger the advantage for Spain. Because legs are legs, and legs get tired. And the more matches you play in close concession, the tireder you're going to be. Corner ball coming up. So lots of things to think about. But Spain looking at this match saying, go long. Wear yourselves out. Get some injuries. Get some tight muscle pulls. Turn up hurting for the next round. And Spain's a young team with massive talent pool. Corner coming in now. 90 minutes gone. We've got 10 minutes added time. Going wide, going over. Nice big opportunity. Cancelo should have done better with that one. In his Man City days, he probably would put it in the back of the net. Guardiola coming in. This is a big move. This is a big move. Interesting to see him coming in and not starting. Guardiola, big Man City player. Vlasic has done his day. Big battling by Vlasic on the day, helping to keep Croatia in the match. But Guardiola coming in. That's a big plus for Croatia. And just like Neves that came in for Portugal, Guardiola is in a situation where he can turn up with timely goals, and he's not a forward. He's got great heading ability, reads the game perfectly, got a great shot, and has scored goals every now and again for Man City and won games. He's a goal threat, but he's also going to stop you scoring. And he's tough as. Steve says Croatia's so unlucky for football's sake. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Milky Moo Celtic, 10 minutes to go. Yeah, 10 minutes is crazy, isn't it? More time for Portugal to get a goal, but Ronnie's not on the field. He's cutting outside, cuts inside. I tell you what, no penalty. Referee, have a look at that again. No replay on that. VAR's looking at it right now. No replay on that for you. They're not going to show it on screen. Ball coming around. Have you noticed how each match that you're watching now, you're seeing less and less ads, or not ads, but you're not having the director cut in with replays per se. You're getting less and less replays all the time. Therefore, you don't have an intel on how the match is moving close up. Everything they do, FIFA, is for a dystopian reason where we talk about the broadcasting as well. They only want you to watch selected angles of what they want to propaganda and promote. Ball on the outside. I tell you, what an amazing goal. What an amazing goal. Take that. What an amazing goal. 2-1 on the day was my call. It's 2-1 right now. What an amazing goal. That header, wow, that cross had eyes. What an amazing goal. What an amazing goal. Unbelievable. Get in there. That may well be enough. That may well be it. Portugal taking on Spain in a matter of days. That may well be it. Sorry. So cruel on Croatia. But what a great cross. With the outside of his boot. Watch this cross. The outside of his boot. It's an amazing cross. But the header is absolutely spectacular. Livakovic can't do nothing. But that cross is amazing. On the freaking money. Rides high inside the corner. No time to get back. And did I not say minutes ago there's going to be a late winner 90 plus? Here's another match where we get another late winner. Roberto Martinez, the coach on the sideline, absolutely beside himself with joy. Beautiful cross. What a cross. Right on the money. I totally agree with you. What a massive goal. Steve says, shit, that's tough on Croatia. It is. It really is. But it was going to take something of brilliance to win this match. And it brings into another point what I talked about with Portugal many times recently, that you're not a better team with Ronaldo. Ronaldo's come and gone. What Ronaldo did today, someone else could have done. And with the header like just going in, you can see the sadness in Luka Modric's face. Absolutely saddened. It is sad for Croatia, but there has to be a winner. This stops us going through extra time. Unfortunately, we don't get a penalty shootout, which I do love, and you do too. But sad-faced Modric. You got 5 minutes to get a goal, guy. 5 minutes. It's schoolboy football. It's on the playground right now. 5 minutes to go. Croatian fans kissing the cross. Kevin Babs, oh, that's why we love football, soccer. Perfect play. What amazing. What an amazing cross. I mean, the header was spectacular enough, and Livakovic couldn't do nothing. But what a cross. I mean, that's absolute skill. Croatia not lying down, coming on. Cross coming in. Cleared by Portugal. Got to have a swig. Got to have a swig. You had a man in the middle. Didn't need the keeper. Seconds wasted here by Croatia. The ball needs to be challenged fast. Needs to be challenged fast. If this lands, a goal's on. Oh, it landed. Pressure zone in Portugal's box. It's going to be that way till the end of the match. Croatia will not give up. They'll give us a barn-burning finish, I tell you. Colombia 20 says, I can't wait for the match between Ghana and Colombia. Yeah, I'll be there with you. Right here. Because when Colombia lose, I want to listen to the media in Colombia cry. I hope that Ghana wins that match. I support Africa and Asian football. Right on, buddy. Right on. Absolutely wonderful. That applies to England as well, in a way. The English press, lying sacks of shit. They really are. They lie all the time. We know how good England is not. We watch them all the time. I've got some music tracks in the back of the studio, and I'm thinking of constructing a song pretty soon. Portugal now, 2-1 winners. I'm making money. 2-1 winners. You can go back to the start of this show. I said two things. It's a one-goal game, and I'm looking for the 2-1. It may finish 1-0, but I'm looking for the 2-1. That's what's happening. I told you many times, this channel makes you money. Bets. We've got loads of people that bet here. Ronaldo's on the side. Looks like he's going to start crying. He'll start crying at the final whistle. Mark my words. He won't be able to contain himself. Perisic gets the yellow card. 2 minutes to go. Croatia are in the World Cup for 2 more minutes. Can they save themselves? A minute 55 to go right now. Let's go now or go home. Collect your bar of soap from the hotel, put it in your bag, get on the plane and go home. Win, move on. Lose, go home. Get on that plane. Perisic having a word with the referee, saying, where's the handball call? I think what we've seen in this World Cup is a lot of players dissenting with the referee through lack of consistency and lack of honesty. Ball in the middle. It's low down. There's a mix-up going out for the corner. Goal kick. This referee is too quick and too quick to be giving decisions like that. Talk about looking at someone who's playing in a white-blue shirt. Wow. I tell you what. I don't like what I just saw there. Beautiful cross on the money. Absolutely was. It's tough on Croatia, but they are tough too. Battled hardened, but again and again, there's 35, 37, 38 and 40-year-old players for them. Absolutely. Like I said, they're going to have to change this team slowly over the next little while, bringing the youth in and taking the age out. Over 18 months, they could keep this team at the same level if they do it slowly. If they do it overnight, you'll see them drop in the rankings. Ball on the edge of their box. Last 20 seconds. You need a Hail Mary. Go left side. Spin. Quickly, quickly. Come on, Luca. Get the ball over. You waited too long, son. Come on. Waited too long. Get the ball back. Seconds to do. Referee will be blowing this. Croatia. Last chance now. Varial with the ball. Coming in to the middle. Going to the right side. Needs to go fast. Does go fast. Cross needs to come in immediately. Cross comes in to the box. It's out of play. Out of play. And with that said, the referee can blow the whistle. It is done. Put a fork in him. Milky Moo, yes, Portugal have Ronaldo, but only 2 others in 131. Everyone else is under 30. Absolutely. The younger team. The younger team. Youth in a competition is prime. That's why I say with Wrexham, and talking about football in general, when you acquire or pick up players, 26 is when you pick up a player and you got him at his top game. And you've still got 5-6 years left with him. Start buying 29-year-olds, 30-year-olds. They're there for a couple of days, done. And it's literally days. Man down, head injury, referee looking the other way. Portugal going down to the corner. We've had a minute overtime already. I don't know where this referee is getting all this time, but it's obviously favouring Portugal and not Croatia. Engen was doing great in this match as the referee. The first half, second half, abysmal. Abysmal. Referee's playing advantage still. Blaze says, and I'm going to read it, what a bloody robbery we have witnessed today. We certainly have, my friend. What a bloody robbery we have witnessed today. 100% Blaze. Colombia 20, that reminds me of 2016 final between Portugal and France. And Ronaldo came out in late second half and the player that came in scored the winning goal. Ronaldo celebrated like he scored. Ronaldo is selfish. Well, we've now had 2 minutes over the time. It's kind of amazing. He's still waving play on as he busts his watch, or has he no idea what's going on? Croatia will take the time and use it wisely. But it makes you wonder why he's adding so much time on. Where's it coming from? Why? Is it like a hockey referee trying to make something up here? Ball into the box, searching. Get in the back of the net. Get in the back of the net. Get in that net. Get in there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Come on, Croatia. And I'm wearing a Portuguese shirt. Beautiful. Justice, Blaze, Kevin, Milky, everybody else. Justice, Scott, you out there? Done. In Toronto. Justice is done in Toronto. Absolutely brilliant. And Ronaldo looking dejected, but justice is done. Two ball game. We're going to extra time. We're going to extra time. Is he offside? Is he onside? Let's see. It's 2-2 sticking. It's 2-2 sticking. Does the linesman put a flag into it as he goes through? But Gvardiol, I told you, has an eye for goal. And Gvardiol comes on, scores the goal. Know your players. Know what's going to happen next. Man City's top goal scorer when you don't expect it. Croatia back in the match. Then fans are ecstatic, hypnotic. Yay! Milky Moo Celtic smiling. Chris Cavan. Oh my God, that's amazing. Milky Moo. Oh my. Oh my. Blaze. Yes, Stevie. Justice has been served. Yes. 2-2. Let's have it. Woo! But the referee's coming over, and I got a fear it might be offside. That's my worry. I got a fear it's offside. Let's get ready for the agony. He's right there. That's my agony. He's offside. But who does it hit? Doesn't hit anybody. It comes straight through. So has he timed his run perfectly? Going back, you're going to have to set this back up now. You're going to have to set it back up. Did he run his time perfectly? Chances are that Portugal might be getting lucky here. He's standing offside as the ball is flying. But was he onside as it came through? Chris Cavan, so happy for Modric. Nothing wrong with that. They'll be checking the preceding play. Yes. Referee's coming out. No goal. No goal. There you go. No goal. It's been rubbed out. Absolutely terrible luck for Croatia. It's been rubbed out. And I think sometimes there's a place to have VAR and there's a place not to have it. And when you think just straightforward, VAR or entertainment? VAR kills your entertainment. It might be correct in what it just made out, but it kills the entertainment. And people eventually will start walking away from soccer. They will walk away from football when this asinine machinery from FIFA keeps ruining the entertainment. You might love things to be correct, but sometimes it's good to have things not be correct. It's good to have things in the normal human fashion of football that we all watched for decades up until this disastrous Pandora's box came in and shit all over entertainment. But Ronaldo and crew, still 2-1, looking like they're going to go through. I had my worries about that offside, and offside he was. Crucially unfortunate, and again, Croatia have the ball in the back of the net, and it's rubbed out for offside. Hypnotic boo, Blaze boo. Blaze so dumb, sack the ref, man. Absolutely, absolutely. It leaves a sour taste in your mouth, does it not? Leaves such a sour taste in the mouth. And you see the referee putting up his hand like, it's not me, it's not me, it's them, it's them, it's not me, it's them. That's what I hate about these referees. They are cowards. They are cowards. They are hiding behind VAR teams. Not my decision. I didn't make the call. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. You got left-minded brains in the VAR rooms looking for things to take away. Once in a while, you have to ask yourself, did VAR in soccer really make it a better match, a better game? And did it ruin your entertainment? The natural human flow of football has been destroyed. And these referees are cowards, and they're hiding behind VAR looking to destroy the game. You've got to let things go in the human way. Football was way, way more healthy when we had no VAR. The game is on its head. Yeah, FIFA, shove your pictures up your yin-yang. We don't care. It's not about that decision. It's about the constant decisions. On-field decision was a goal, correct. And here's another thing. On-field decisions. Just by the way, a red card, okay? If you get a red card as a player, I don't think it even hits 20. I think it's off the defender. I don't think it hits 20. I really don't. I really don't. So it has to be clear and decisive to change it. Expect trouble outside the ground after this, because them Croats are going to go absolutely apeshit. They've had the ball in the back of the net a handful of times tonight, all rubbed out for offside, and all very close. Expect Croatian fans to go apeshit. I don't think he makes contact. I mean, Milky Moo, you got a point there. He probably did make contact, but it is impossible to be sure from what we can see. Correct. And I don't think the ball trajectory changed one iota. I think what we've seen there is everybody's been robbed, entertainment-wise, from extra time. Ronaldo, Portugal, go through. FIFA want that. But I tell you, we've seen some really dystopianly weird refereeing at this World Cup, more so than any World Cup ever in my time. VAR has killed the game. I pray we don't get it in the EFL. Same here. That is why I love watching Wrexham AFC and you love watching Sheffield Wednesday FC in the English Championship, because we don't have VAR. We have human refs, human linesmen who do a phenomenal game. The referees and the linesmen in the Championship in England do a phenomenal job. They really do. Very rarely are we asking ourselves, what the hell are they doing? Once in a while you see a real oil can as a referee, but not all the time. That's why we don't want VAR. And herald the Swedish fans, not the organisations, not the clubs, the fans, for voting VAR out. 51% of Swedes said, stick it up your ass. We don't want that dystopian crap. Just saying. Madness and sadness. Absolutely, Milky. Absolutely. I feel very sad for Modric. Nice embrace from Ronaldo. But I think Ronaldo even knows that Croatia's been done too hardly. That last goal, I'm telling you, it shouldn't have been rubbed out. I don't think that it should have been rubbed out at all. Ronaldo's penalty should have been disallowed. He should have had to take it again. There's so many things. The fine points in this match are so close and some of them so wrong. It makes you wonder who trains these referees. It also makes you wonder why they are given such a directive as they have been in this tournament to make such erratic calls and have such dystopian officialising. It's absolutely upside down. Blaze says that is unbelievable. It is. Croatian players absolutely beside themselves. Absolutely beside themselves. You've got to feel for Croatia, man. I feel, in a way, in a sense, the word I like to use for Croatia is you just got ripped off. You got ripped off. You can have close decisions, but holy moly. If ever I see a match where I think of match fixing, this is the one. This is the one. More than any match so far. You can have your doubts about Iran with 3 VAR situations getting rubbed out that put them out of the tournament. 3 games, they didn't even lose. This World Cup has speculative corruption and chaos and cheating written, stamped all over it. I feel very sorry for Croatia. I'm not begrudging Portugal. But the way this match was concluded, no. I'm very sorry for them. Very sorry for them. They have my absolute sympathy. Such a great footballing nation. And I said it a few days ago. The players in this competition are superstars. The referee are Sunday League. If you don't know what Sunday League is, it's amateur football. They are not up to this competition. They have not done the competition justice. And FIFA should be absolutely ashamed of their fat ass selves. As much as I live the game, this World Cup is becoming very hard to watch. Corruption through and through. I'm telling you, seriously, if this is what we got in the future, I doubt very much if I'll ever be back for a World Cup. And I'm football nuts. I'll stay away from the World Cup if I have to. And I'll enjoy the Championship with Wrexham and normal environment, normal football, normal refereeing, and no VAR. I'll stick to that and I'll be in heaven. Absolute footballing heaven. Because the shit we are delivering here on us from FIFA, this is not football. There's no flow. You got corruption breaks every 20 odd minutes. You got 4 quarters in football. No, you don't. You get 4 quarters in football, not soccer. Piss me off. Really pissing me off, this shit is. I do feel sorry for Croatia. I do feel sorry for them. And I'll say I'm not begrudging Ronaldo and the guys, but boy, oh boy, this shit just gets thicker and thicker and thicker, weirder and weirder, weirder, so dystopian. Where do you think they're going to take this thing? It's more and more football is not looking like football from year to year. It's looking like a FIFA 2026 PC game, which I got no time for. The ref was playing 3 minutes over the extra time. Where did that come from? Where? Erratic is a word as well. Colombia 20. This World Cup reminds me of the controversial with the match fixing from Singapore paying players and teams to take money and lose. Yes, it does. There's something not right with this picture. Listen, if you look at a match like we've seen, the best way to stop you figuring out if the match has been match fixed is to break it down. So you've got your commercial breaks in there, corruption breaks. That gives you 4 quarters. The flow of the game is destroyed right there. Then some of the dystopian decisions we're getting, that stops the flow as well. And some of the strange, weird calls we get in the match too, that slows it down again. So the footballing that we're seeing has no flow. We're not witnessing the proper, beautiful game. It's not beautiful. It's FIFA's ugly system. Right on the money, Colombia 20. Kevin Babs, as much as I live the game with you, buddy, I'm on the same way. Corruption through and through. Look at Ronaldo trying to stand out like a sore thumb. Yeah. If there's a camera anywhere near that he can start looking good, he's going to take it. Messi's lesser in the moments, and a lot of other superstars lesser in the moment, but if there's a camera there and he sees that light on, boom, he's literally zooming on in. He's sucking himself into the camera. CR7 needs to be promoted no matter what he's doing. But what a World Cup we're witnessing. Sad to say it, but I don't like what we're seeing all the time. And eventually, I'd like to think that people around the world will start to get their backs up, start to think about not going to the next World Cup, start thinking about stay at home, fill the fridge, get the beers in, get the tequila in, get the El Ron, the rum, the whiskey, the bourbon, whatever you do, you get it in. You get your mates over and you watch the match in your own pad. No travel, no expensive tickets, no expensive plane rides, no exorbitant hotel rooms, no exorbitant food costs, no exorbitant train rides from a little town to the next town to get to the game. What was $12.90 in New Jersey is now targeted at $125, $125. Absolute robbery. Robbery today for Croatia, robbery on the fans. And like I say, I hope fans in the future do boycott this competition. I thought I'd never say that. But the way it's evolving, it's the healthiest thing to do. It's absolute suicide. It's insanity to waste so much money on a product that is not giving you joy. You go on a vacation in the sun because you want the sun and you want to feel good and you want to have a good time and people have got happy faces all around you and you're happy too. That used to be football 24/7. You don't get 1 hour of happiness out of this game anymore. When I was raised, all those years ago, football for many years, up until maybe 15, 20 years ago, was pure joy. Maybe not even 20 years ago, maybe say 15 years ago. It was pure joy all the time. And these suits at FIFA have really effed it up because they're greedy bastards and they want to take all the money. And they think they're so special. And they bring in rules, like I say, weeks before the World Cup, covering your mouth. How dumb is that to get a red card? How dumb. The guy might be saying something nice. And all these players worldwide, they cover their mouths because they don't want you lip reading them. That's why they do it. Because you've got people that are able to lip read, like me, and you can see what they're saying. So they're just trying to stop you seeing what they're saying. He might not have said something bad. He could have said something good. 2 players red-carded at this World Cup. And on that note, you cannot appeal a red card at this World Cup for love or FIFA's money because there is no appeal process. You go to a UEFA-sanctioned competition at international level, you can appeal red cards. You go Champions League, you go UEFA, you go Conference League, you go within your own league sanctioned by the UEFA Confederation, you can challenge red cards with an appeal. But not at the World Cup, not at the biggest stage in football, not at the absolute top of Everest. You can't challenge a red card once you've reached Everest, once you've reached the top competition in the world. Absolute nuts. Really nuts. As much as I love the game with you, Kevin, this might be the last one as it carries on. I'll stay with Wrexham. I'll stay with European football. I'll watch international matches, but I'll have nothing to do with the World Cup if this carries on. Sherry Swiss, what a great handle. Sherry Swiss, what a great handle. Plus the pundits at the start, middle, and end don't help either. No, they don't. They're all feeding into the same foul trough, and they're all coming up with brain damage. They don't tell you anything that you need to know. Smoke and mirrors. They shout loud. I shout with conviction. They shout loud. They talk about nothing. They go from a script, and they give you the same delivery time after time after time after time. And half the things, if you stopped and thought what they're saying, and you're on the money, Sherry Swiss, you're on the money. Half the time with these pundits, no matter what country, if you literally waited, every 30 seconds they open their chapper, it's absolute bullcrap. They are absolute bullshitters on the mic. They go from a script. It's all scripted. There is no script in this house. Do you know where the script is? Right in here. Soccer shaman is what I call myself, but the script is in here, and it's in the chat, and it's all real. And that's why we jig so well. But brilliant point, Swiss. Brilliant point, Sherry Swiss. Plus the pundits at the start, middle, and end of it don't help either. They don't. I really won't listen to them on TV. They make no sense. They bring no entertainment. All they're doing is filling a time patch. So They'll talk, then the commercials. They'll talk, then the commercials. They'll talk. And it's so repetitious and so industrially repetitive that there's nothing natural about it. And why you would watch it is beyond me. It's the same delivery every time. And they talk nothing. Colombia 20. George Galloway said in his program that he's boycotting the World Cup because of the controversial with the tournament. One more time. George Galloway said in his program that he is boycotting the World Cup because of the controversy with the tournament. I tell you, mate, I'm not the only one who's thinking the way I'm thinking. I'm thinking the way I'm thinking because I'm absolutely insulted. The changes they've made in this beautiful game that was, we never asked for. We were not consulted. They've changed our entertainment, jacked up the prices, and said, watch it and shut your face if you don't like it. We were never asked at any level for any of these moves. I'll say another thing. When do you start inventing rule changes or new rules weeks before a tournament? It's unheard of. The red card on the mouth. Dumb. Unheard of. Other things they've done. Unheard of. Crazy. Milky Moo. So there is no conclusive video evidence, but the sensor in the ball shows a wobble like it hit a hair. I still say I don't think he hit that ball. I think it went right over his head. I think that goal should have stood. I really do think it should have stood. And I think Croatia have been ripped off. Nice point with the wobble though, Milky. No reason to call ref to monitor. That was stupid. If the decision is being made in the VAR room, the basis of a sensor being sent off, convey that by mic. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I tell you. My goat is up about that. And I don't get my goat up all the time, but it is right now. It is right now. It is right now. Guys, we've witnessed it again. I'm going to slowly turn this one down and shut down and get you guys either to bed, off to work, or start your day, or back in for supper. But wherever you are, thank you so much for being here. We had a magic show with each other again. The entertainment was literally ripped to pieces by referee and the VAR again. Something that was supposed to be good for the game. Something that was supposed to be good for the game. It's good for nothing. And that's a rude term. It's good for nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. They've really screwed all of us. And if I stood up and had a conversation with someone who loves VAR, we could talk for hours. But one thing you can't tell me, you VAR lovers, is you cannot tell me for 1 second of the universe of time moving forward that this was positive for football. This is ruining entertainment. This is turning people off. Big time. Join me for a Wrexham game this season. You'll see a total different face, a total different conveyance of what's going on, and you'll have a better time. Why? Just because of one reason. VAR is not with us. I'm going to leave it on that. Get ready for the next game. Argentina taking on Cape Verde tomorrow. Can Argentina go past them? They probably will. But can Cape Verde take them out? That's what I'm leaving you with.